the bride drops you a text. Hey, take a look at this. She shows you maybe 5-6 different ang paos. Which one of these is yours? What would you do?
Wow. But I think a bit rude eh.
Just say.
We're at the age where a lot of people around us are starting to get married. So we probably attend a lot of weddings in the last maybe 1 to 3 years.
Maybe 3 weddings?
3 weddings in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Huh? So little.
Never little man.
Little meh? I've never been to a wedding. Like the most recent one, right, is my grandmother getting married.
Grandmother getting married.
How old is she?
She like 70 plus. Yeah.
But I saw the picture quite cute. Quite cute.
Yeah, she's getting married. Yeah, I mean she got married lah. Yeah.
Okay, so if y'all go for weddings, right, how do you decide how much to put in the ang pao?
Usually we go online or go and find like the table, like lunch or dinner, then like roughly, cause usually got 2 sets. One is the more expensive, one is the cheaper one. Then you roughly gauge lah, like that.
Okay, I also do that, but that one is for Chinese wedding. For Malay wedding, I had a flat rate lah. I only went to 1 Malay, 2 Chinese. So 2 Chinese I did that. The Malay one I just
50.
Well, I don't know how much to give.
100 lah.
Well, you whack the.
Joseph, how you decide how much to put?
Oh, actually, cause I never been to a lot of weddings. Yeah, so my grandmother one I also never give.
Yeah lah, they're normal lah.
Yeah, so I'm not very sure, but based on what I understand is they have this like market rate out there, right? Like each hotel, like you can know what is the price of the food they are buying
To like help them break even lah in a sense.
And also how close you are with the couple, right?
Yeah.
So I think the question is how much you will
Rap you
bow
guys.
for us. Yeah.
Where which hotel first lah?
10K or not? You MDRT this year no?
No lah, depends. But will be more lah. Will be more than
10K.
more than
Okay.
You will update if it comes or not.
pesos.
So when you all give the ang pao, right, do you all write your name? Do you all write a message on it, or do you all just give the ang pao like that?
Yes.
Okay, for you guys, right, I will write a message. Because it's more, right? You must know how much I love you guys.
Right, this
I will write my name, and if I'm close to the person, I will write a message also.
I think we always write our names and our the message on the ang pao. Always.
So all of us do lah. Okay, I want you all to imagine a scenario where suddenly you have not enough time. So you decide to just take the ang pao, quickly go, put in maybe $300 or so, give the person who's holding all the ang paos lah. Then the next day, the bride drops you a text. Hey, take a look at this. She shows you maybe 5-6 different ang paos. Which one of these is yours? What would you do?
I will say lah.
You say which one is yours.
I'll say which one is mine.
Wow. But I think a bit rude eh.
I think okay because usually you want to tally who give who never give lah, like that also, right? Like if who's like more rude if they don't give.
But okay, the thing is right, honestly for the ang pao right, is it a must or not? It's not a must, right? It's like
Token.
yeah, a token, right?
But
Yes.
then now the token also must, you
Wait,
must
the
give
ang pao
lah.
is not like a must, man. It's like
Blessing
formality,
for
right?
blessing.
Yeah lah.
Formality lah. I mean,
It's like it would be wrong if you do not give, right? Of course, there's no legal repercussions, but it would be wrong if you do not give, right?
it feels wrong lah. It feels wrong. I've never went to a wedding and not give an ang pao before lah. Yeah. And I feel right. Whether it feels wrong or not, I think it depends. You feel wrong, meh? Because in for Chinese, when we collect ang pao, a lot of time we say, oh, this one is from the third aunt. Oh, this one is from the first aunt. And stuff like that. So I think this builds the habit of like, if people ask me,
You know which one is.
yeah, so I will say without feeling like offended or whatnot. Because I know it's normal lah in a sense.
Wait, but like I want to know what's the rationale behind asking me.
Let's say you don't know the rationale. She just asks you. Because there can be quite a number of reasons why she asks, right? Let's say you're not sure yet.
I would think it's a bit rude lah. Like,
Okay, then why?
why question me? You understand or not? Like, you think I never give? Like,
Someone you give like more than
yeah,
table rate,
300, yeah. Like, why you question me?
Because you walk in with slipper.
That one for your wedding, bro.
Wait, we going
Then you're not invited to our wedding.
So you find it rude, right? The reason why I ask you all this is because it happened to somebody. It's not common for some bride to text you, hey, which is your ang pao? It's not common, right?
Yeah.
But it happened to somebody. So he went on Reddit, he posted it, he asked, do you think this is okay? A lot of people say it's actually very rude. So the common consensus is, this is rude. I'm going to show you a couple of comments. Okay, the first one is this. Yeah, to me this is rude and lame. Want to invite people, but also don't want to make sure they can tally and keep scores. Okay, another one say your host is being petty, thick skin. Cannot afford a banquet, don't do it. Another one, no, she's being rude and crass. And over here she also says it's bad etiquette to track down your guests. And last one, the bottom line is you cannot afford to throw a dinner, don't. So these are
Why like that?
some comments, and these are general consensus among the commenters.
Yeah.
They find it rude also.
Yeah, like just now, Dory, you mentioned that they have to keep a tally who give you, right? Yeah, why must you do that?
Because okay, I mean this is what our parents say, right? Next time when they are kids, right, then we give them similar or like bao back the same like that. So it's like to give back or like funeral, we also do that. Like we record down this amount, right? Let's say that person's father or what died already, we also give back the same.
But let's say the person's father died like 20 years later, inflation, you give back the same like. That's so weird also.
Times lah, so many
Times
times.
2.5 compounded in back.
I feel that because everybody financial situation is different correct or not? Like okay, generally people will give the market rate one lah. But if you give lesser, why must you keep scores? Like some people, like 20% of somebody's income versus 20% of another person's income is totally different.
I won't feel offended, but I also will not do it if I am the groom.
Right.
Right. It's always a girl, bro.
Yeah. The groom always don't care this kind of things.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Nonsense. I'm very sure you all know.
Wait, none of us bother about it.
Yeah.
Somebody wants
Then
to
money I
know.
take.
I will never do it. But I also won't feel offended.
I think there's another way to go about actually. Like for the girl, right, maybe like let's say 5, 6, I'm thinking don't straight away ask like which one is yours like that. But rather, right, you will eliminate everyone and then you will left maybe like let's say 8 or 9. Then when you meet that person, right, then you sound them out.
But that's probably what she did. She probably eliminated all those because the rest probably have their names, right?
Yeah, so as in like don't like ask which one is yours, but rather like when you meet the person, right, say,
But that'd be even more awkward.
How you
right?
to sound?
That'd be even more awkward.
Yeah, that time
day,
I see the
why-
green colour one $50 yours
no, say that one you know my their friend, common friend, right, go only give us this amount like that.
No lah, that'd be
That one
weird
even
lah.
worse.
That'd be
Yeah,
weird.
we think about another friend
That's
some more.
right.
I don't know. I just
Then you say,
See, I told you all right, it's only the bride who cares about this.
so you all better tell me more, okay?
your friend silent, you know why or not? The ampao she talking about is she give one.
Let's see if
Yeah lah,
they
see the fella give so little. Alamak, shit.
it's you.
It wasn't, I swear.
So when we go for weddings, right, banquets, people spend like tens of thousands of dollars. 30, 40, 50, sometimes even 60, 70,000
So
dollars.
sad, man.
All goes off in one day.
Yeah.
Makan, leave, everything is done. I feel there's only one winner lah, the hotel. Because
The
either
organizer.
the hotel usually is the one that gets the money. The organizer, they get like a small fee.
Because like let's say you say the 60,000 plus and the above one is actually because hotel there's a flat fee with the food and everything. But what comes more expensive one is actually the decor.
You don't
If,
pay the planner more than you pay the hotel.
no, but you know like some people who are damn rich, right? You know their decor is like super atas one, you know. You rent the hotel, right? It's maybe like what 30,000, 40. But you know their decor is like 1 million. You know Kim Lee?
Then different.
But that
then
is like
different.
top of the top. But if you go to like lower one, right? Their weddings are
The decor is not far off also.
yeah,
It's
also
expensive.
also very lavish one. You see their when you walk in, wow, there's like a I don't know what you call that. Yeah, then flowers, then just everywhere is flowers and balloons lah. Yeah, and all these are
Also
expensive.
another
or-
thing only the bride cares about.
Very good. Today what food
Any sponsors?
which of my brothers gonna help me tank the alcohol?
There was a whore in Las Vegas a couple of years ago.
I feel it's usually the hotel or the organizer who benefits lah. If let's say now we know this, we acknowledge the bride, the groom, they're gonna lose money. The people who are attending, the invitees, are gonna lose money. It's a hotel that makes the most money, right? is having a banquet still the best way to celebrate your wedding? What do you all think?
Okay, I don't know whether you guys have heard this before. Like for a Chinese, right, they believe right, like ROM right is not enough. You must throw a banquet right to make the wedding official. Right, then it's a real wedding. Have you heard this before?
I've heard this before.
If let's say, not me lah, I ROM sign can already. But if my
How many times?
one lah, hopefully lah. Don't curse me lah.
Maria Johnson.
But if let's say like I happen to marry a girl from a Chinese family, right, and she wants a banquet, right, then let's do it lor. Yeah. To me personally it's not important lah, but if the girl wants, right, then okay.
Because I've heard that idea also, that having the banquet is what makes it a marriage, a start of the marriage. But the thing is, how engagements, right? The whole idea of having a ring is a marketing idea, no? By DBS. Yeah. So that was marketed. This is also something that is perpetuated by customs and traditions. It's not real, right?
Now it's a hand-in-hand package, no?
And I think that's why you talk about tradition, right? And Chinese people, I tell you, wedding is for them to show off one. Yeah. Like the bride and groom can be happy, but the mother at the back, wow, look at my
the
son.
mother must be.
Wow, all this.
Open as many tables as possible.
Yeah, so you also marry into their family, correct? And if you want to be on the good side with the parents, then you have to.
Must let her show a bit.
Yeah, lor.
Actually, now my mom don't care,
Good for you.
Cut cost, cut cost.
But you care, what? Yeah, that's why. You care, what? Yeah.
What do you all think?
I think I like the idea of like throwing a party or a gathering lah. Okay, for the marriage. But I don't think banquet is the best way.
What's the alternative?
You spend so much money. I would rather
Just spend time with the bros, huh?
Let's do that.
I would say the dream lah. Okay, but I don't know. I know it's a lot of moving parts and hard to organize. But fly all your guests to maybe like Bali, a very nice place in Bali. Book out a resort, and everybody who goes there, right, enjoy together with the
Let me
with
burst,
the goal of like
burst your
marriage
bubble
lah.
a little bit lah. We I think I don't know is it we together, but actually I heard a few friends who had marriage in Bali, right? They spend way more than in Singapore for banquet compared to banquet.
Yeah.
Way more because there's too
All
many.
inclusive is
Yeah,
quite
all too
expensive.
expensive. It's like 60K or around there.
So I
So
feel
expensive.
if you were to really splurge, right, I would rather splurge on this experience than a banquet. You get what I mean? Like sending, imagine sending, like receiving an invitation with an air ticket.
Okay, so when you sending us our etiquette?
Not soon lah.
Don't want
Shouldn't
Bali
we
lah.
be the one asking?
Yours go Bali.
Let me know.
Let me know.
I think video cut.